Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Ness and I like to talk about books. I am so excited because I have two Illumicrate boxes to open today. I have my September one from last month from when I took my break, and I also have October's to open as well, which recently arrived. I'm gonna first open September's, so if you're just here for October, I will leave the timestamp here for you to go and watch October's box, but I'm gonna try and fly through the September one because I'm sure we've all seen this by now. Apart from me, I think I may have seen the book and I might have seen an item. And if that item is actually in this box, it's probably going to be one of my favourite items of all time. So I'm not holding out too much hope. But Illumicrate's boxes have been getting so good after the past couple of months. I really struggled with them earlier on this year, but they've had some fantastic special editions and they've really upped their game with the items as well. So I'm very excited to open these two boxes. I had such a good time opening the Fairytale adult one a few days ago, and I just want to get into it. While I am opening this box, I do just want to take the opportunity to say thank you for being so lovely with my coming back. Obviously I took a break, I said last time, for my mental health, and I really needed that break. And everyone's been so lovely in the comments of my last video, so thank you so much. It's so true, you have to look after your mental health before everything else. And yeah, thank you for allowing me to have that time away. So let's get into it. So the theme for this month is My Last Breath. I'm not going to open this. I like to go into these boxes blind and try and guess the items and the fandoms. The colour scheme is looking very autumnal, which I'm very excited about across both boxes as well. So I'm going to initially go in with this item, which I think is the item that I may have seen. It is a fan favourite and I also really enjoy them as well. I think it's the best collection that Illumicrate have that's ongoing. Yes, it's definitely the item that I thought it was going to be. But is it the design? Oh, it is the design, yes! Ah, this is my favourite design of my favourite item from Illumicrate, so I am just so beyond happy right now. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is another in their collection of ceramic book pots which can be used for flowers, pens. I use mine for bookmarks. This says on it, a tale of gothic romance. Oh, I love this. Atmospheric, mysterious, haunting, love stories that will haunt your dreams. And I love that there's like spine candlestick holders. There's a skull right here. This is absolutely stunning, and if I skipped on getting this box and missing this item, there would have been tears. Before this, my favourite was the Book of the Dead one because I did miss the pink one before this. This just makes up for all the times that I missed the early book pots. I love the black one, which I didn't get either, the celestial one, so this just makes up for it all. My absolute favourite in the series. Gorgeous. I can't see them doing a book pot that I like more than this. I have been stood looking at this for like a very long time now, so I'm going to put this down. This is my absolute favourite item of all time. This box is already so worth it. They could have like absolute dud items and books in this box and I wouldn't care because that was so stunning. Gonna go with this item here. Oh, I think this is, we had one of these in Fairytale, like a bowl cozy. I'd never ever heard of them before until Fairytale did one. Oh, it says it's inspired by Mexican Gothic, and the idea is that you would carry like a bowl in this so that you don't burn your hands. This one is a lot better quality than the Fairytale one. This is more rigid, it's going to be easier to clean, more durable. I do like this more than the Fairytale one by far. The other one I just gave away in like a competition item box, which I had been doing on my YouTube channel, which I still hope to do when I film more boxes. Inspired by Mexican Gothic, and I do see it now. That's definitely very Mexican Gothic. Other than that, it's a homey item, so I don't mind homey items, but yeah, it's okay. Very autumnal. So another item is a jigsaw. I like the jigsaws. I have sat and done them in the house before and it was really fun to do with listening to some music. This one is inspired by If We Were Villains, which is a book that I haven't read but I do plan on reading soon for a vlog idea that I've got. I'm not too keen on the design, like I can't see my husband sitting down and doing this with me. But I think it's a great fandom choice, especially tying this in with the book of the month, which I know is Dark Academia. So I think this is a great fandom choice. I do think actually Mexican Gothic is a great fandom choice for September as well. And I like the idea of them. Jigsaw definitely for getting into colder weather when you start looking for colder weather activities. So far this box is doing a really good job. I'm not sure if this is actually an item or not. This is a cute card. And what it says on the back is A First Look at Lady Macbeth. And on the back it has a QR code, and if you scan this it says that it would open up an early extract and a pre-order link for Ava Reid's book coming out in August 2024, and Ava Reid is the author for the book of the month. Yep, it's not classed as an item, so that's a nice touch. I really like the card. So I can see one more item in this. Is that 4? Yeah, this would be item number 4. Oh, it's a magnet. We've not had magnets before. At least I don't, no we have, we had magnetic coins, but not like this. So it says that this could be stuck on your fridge or on a TBR card, and honestly for a magnet this is very well made and it's really beautiful in its design. So it says to be inspired by Belladonna, and I can totally see that. It's so gorgeous. If they turned these into a series, I don't think I'd be mad. I think I would actually get more use out of a magnet than I would a pin. And I love the idea of like sticking them on a TBR card, which I don't actually have, but I'm now considering buying just to decorate it with nice things. Beautifully made, absolutely stunning, and I love the theme throughout this box as well. It's very dark, it's very cohesive. I've genuinely really enjoyed the items, and I think specifically for the book part, this has really dragged up how I feel about the overall box itself. I think it's well themed. I think the items have been really well made. Like what we do have is really well made, and I think that's sometimes where Fairytale fall down in their young adult box. So I really enjoyed opening this. So the last thing to look at is the book, and I have seen this book cover, I know I have, but let's get it open and see what else this book has going on for it. The thing about Illumicrate putting them in these now is I don't like that you can see through this. I mean, my eyesight is really bad, so I have a hard time doing it, but I love that it like traps the smell of the book in. I wish someone could make that a perfume. So the book this month is A Study in Drowning. I don't know whether this is a redesign. Okay, so it does say that it's an exclusive cover, but from what I've seen on the internet, it kind of looks really similar to the one that's in the shops, but maybe it's this foiling that's unique. Sometimes that has been the case. I mean, as far as book covers go, it is really, really beautiful. I love the printing on the edges as well. It ties in with the front of the book in a really, really nice way. This kind of reminds me of Divine Rivals from Fairytale, in that it ties in with letters from the sides and books on the sides to what's on the cover. So I think this is a beautiful addition. I'm very happy with this. The end papers they're quite different. I like them. I wasn't sure at first, but I do. But I'm going to come to them next. We're going to see what's underneath. Oh my god. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a work of art. So the hardcover is a take on a sketchbook of architecture, of classical architecture. It is so gorgeous. Wow. It has the book's title on the side, which is just a beautiful addition to the design as well. I'm sure I've said this like lots of times, but I'm so interested in old architecture and old limestone carving, sandstone carving, stained glass windows. So this is just absolute like a feast for my eyes. If I could draw, this is the type of thing that I would be drawing. This is dream me, like my dream version of me. This is what I would be doing. I can't draw, but this is what I would want to be doing. Drawing things like this. Oh my god. It's like emotional almost. There's a really interesting note here. There's like a fake Polaroid and it says, "The only enemy is the sea." I am so interested in reading this now. This is right up on my TBR. Like there's a whole kind of like floor plan here. Oh my goodness. This is overwhelmingly up my street. This is a book that looks like it is just made for me. So the end papers, they caught me off guard, but I do really like them, and it reminds me a lot of Fairytale's version of Spells for Forgetting. I love that the characters look really grown up in this. They looked dressed for autumn. This looks so folklore by Taylor Swift. In my head, that's like what I'm thinking of as the soundtrack of this scene. It's a shame that the end is the same but reversed, but it's just a stunning, stunning book. And it is also pen signed by the author. What a book. Illumicrate, what a book. Illumicrate have worked with Ava Reid before, but I haven't actually got around to The Wolf and the Woodsman, is that what it's called? I think it's The Wolf and the Woodsman yet. But I do hope to read it. A Study in Drowning is drawing from Welsh folklore and mythology and creates this fake Welsh setting for this novel. I must say I absolutely adore Wales. I lived in Wales for many years, and I have seen some Welsh booktubers talking about their concerns around the appropriation of Welsh culture for a novel like this, and I think that's totally valid, but I am not Welsh, so I can't speak on their behalf. So what I would say is to look at some Welsh voices around this. This book sounds so whimsical. So the main character has always believed in fairy tales, and she has a favourite book. Essentially, she keeps this tattered book, and it really gets her through her first term in a prestigious architectural college, but the late author's family announces that there's a context to redesign the house of this late author, and she feels like this is her destiny to do so. When she arrives at the home, she also finds that another scholar, who I guess is this guy here, is at the house determined to prove that her favourite author is a fraud. They are two rival students investigating the reclusive author's legacy, trying to piece together clues from letters, books and diaries, but they discover that the house's foundation isn't the only thing that can't be trusted. I think this book sounds really, really good. It's definitely right up my street. I'm excited to get around to reading this. Definitely with an open mind around the appreciation of Welsh culture. This box was an absolute 10 out of 10. I am beaming around this opening this. The book itself, this edition, is so stunning. I love that it feels definitely more adult. This is a massive step up from August's choice in my opinion, and honestly the items. The value of this box for me is in this alone. What an absolutely stunning item. So I'm going to put this stuff away, take a little bit of a breather and get ready to go into October, because I'm going to have a little bit of a refresh, take a little break, because I'm going to compare them otherwise, and I think this box is one of my favourites. Okay, so they absolutely killed the autumn feel of the September box. That was what I was looking for in terms of like what I felt around the seasons changing. I think Illumicrate in general do a better job at picking up the time of year and the influence in their boxes than Fairytale. I'm hoping for a little something dark and mysterious in the October box. I haven't seen anything for this box at all, so I'm very excited. So the theme for this month is Fairytale Forests. You know, I actually feel like this could have been the theme for last month as well. Just before I move on, I just want to say that I've seen what the theme is for next month, and the next month is Anti-Hero. Is anyone else just instantly vibing to that song? I am so ready for a Fairytale forest theme, and I just hope it reflects in the items, because this could be my favourite theme yet. Oh! Okay, nothing giving it away so far. I'm going with this here. I think this is another replica sword, and I must say I think Illumicrate do a much better job at Fairytale than for replica swords. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, this is my favourite. Actually, no, I take that back. The Percy Jackson one, the very first one, was my favourite, but this is absolutely gorgeous. What are you themed on? Oh, the Cruel Prince. I get it now. I must say this is the first one I've had where this is genuinely actually really sharp. So if you haven't had your box yet, just be really careful. This tip is actually sharp. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is something else entirely. Oh, wow. It's so elven. I actually feel like I could get away with telling people that this is Lord of the Rings inspired, and they would believe it. It's gorgeous! Oh, I wish they came with stands so I could like stand this on my shelves and display this on my shelves, because that's what I'm absolutely going to do. This is my favourite replica sword apart from Riptide. But Riptide I don't actually display on my shelves, but this one is definitely going on there. This is beautiful. The items across these two boxes. Replica swords are my second favourite items after the book pots, and this is my favourite of those. And I got the favourite of the book pot, so I'm just overwhelmed. My words are a wuddle. I'm not having a good time, but I am having the best time. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I really enjoy the Cruel Prince as well. This is such a good fandom choice for this time of year. Nailed the theme and absolutely nailed it. Oh my god. I'm having to put that up there because I've been looking at that for far too long. It's getting dark and everything. And it's a case again where the rest of the items could be complete duds, and I would let this box go because that is worth it for me for the value alone. So next we have a very useful bookish item. So these are page tabs, and I don't know if they're inspired by anything particular. So they are inspired by Bitterthorn. which is a book I don't know much about. There is actually surprisingly a lot of page tabs here, like per one. They're like quite stacked. They are actually perfect for fantasy books as well. You could use these across so many types of fantasy. And unlike the ones that we've had in the past, which were more paper, these feel so much better quality. Like these feel like the kind that I'm buying online to use for my own reading. And yeah, this is the best page tabs that we've had in my opinion. I love the colours, I love the range. I'm going to get so much use out of these as long as they stick. This is a perfect bookish item. This is the type of thing that I love to get these boxes for something that's truly bookish. And they look amazing. 10 out of 10 item again. Perfect. Oh, this box is killing it as well. I can't even compare the boxes at this point because they're both so good. So the next item is, I can see that that's the book, so we're going to skip over that and go to whatever this is. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. The quality of this box and the value of this box. I'm overwhelmed. Like, is this Christmas? This is a desk mat inspired by The Last Tales of the Flower Bride, which I read and really, really enjoyed. And I've been wanting to buy one of these because I don't have one for my desk. These are so expensive to buy. Is this serious? Oh, I love it. It's so big as well, and it's perfect size. Like, genuinely, if you go on my Amazon history, this is what I've been looking for my desk. And this is beautiful. This is perfect. I am so overwhelmed. The value of this box. Like, these are so expensive. Like, I've just got, like, a new PC, and I'm usually a laptop girly, but I got a PC given my husband upgraded a month ago, and I've got like a monitor and a little cute setup. I've got some really old-fashioned French drawers which I'm using as a desk, and I'm going to show it to you in a vlog. And this was the thing that I was missing. This was the only thing I needed, was a desk mat. It's sometimes, you know, it's things like this where I start to believe in like that the Matrix is real, because I feel like the first time in my life I've ever took an interest in desk mats. And then I get one in Illumicrate like that month. Something's off. One of my favourite items. Unbelievably good. Unbelievable. I don't know about everyone else. Everyone else might think this is a flop item, especially laptop users. But I am obsessed. Obsessed, 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 obsessed. Oh my goodness, this past two boxes. I need to move on. The next item needs to be like not good so I can just please calm down. Oh wow! How much did this box cost? This looks like a really high quality, foiled, stunning notebook. Genuinely check this box to make sure that this is Illumicrate. This is indeed a very high quality, beautiful notebook with foiling on the cover that says, "For finding dreams that do not exist yet." This is beautiful. It's so thick as well. There's so many pages. This is going to last so long. And on the inside, it's like that graph paper. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. This is so overwhelming. If anyone has any ideas of what to use this, do I track stats in this? Do I draw in this? What do I do with this type of paper? I'm so overwhelmed. It's so cute. It has like a little bit here for a pen. It's got this ribbon. It's such high quality. All of the items are such high quality. Like if I was actually just buying this box as like a bunch of items, I would expect like upwards of £50 for this. They've absolutely smashed this box. Smashed it. And we haven't even got to the book yet. So this looks like an exclusive cover, maybe like a redesign. Oh, I need to look. I need a break. I need a break. So as part of my break, I've been looking at this again, revisiting this, and it did say that the notebook item is inspired by Once Upon a Broken Heart. I didn't get that, but I can see it, but that I definitely didn't think. I just kind of thought it was fandom neutral. What a great box. Not a royal hardback. I'm not well versed in hardback sizes, so yeah, this is kind of more like the same size of Gallant. But the thing that I love about it is this bronze foiling. I'm so used to seeing so much gold foiling, but we very rarely get bronze, and it looks beautiful. And it so beautifully complements the green of this book as well. The sides are so gorgeous as well, and takes elements from here and redesigns it onto the side. And it's just so autumnal and beautiful and whimsy. What I will say is I wasn't expecting this book to be this thick and chunky. The words are pretty big, but this comes at like 450 pages, which for the type of book I expect this to be, I didn't think it would be. I thought it would be half the size of this. Let's see what it's got going on underneath. So we've got nothing on here, but what I will say is this hardback is so unique. I've never seen anything like this. The back of it looks like kind of like an aged, battered notebook type thing. On the side we have the title, and then on the front we have this foiling that goes around what looks like a very old printing. I can't actually make out, I've been trying to read this and I can't, but it kind of looks like a tome. It's very interesting. Not quite sure it goes with this bit here, but it's a very interesting looking book. I think a lot of people, like if you were just reading this like this, I think a lot of people would ask questions about this book. The end papers aren't my favourite. I don't particularly like the style of them, but that's like on me. I love the scene though. I just wish maybe the art was more similar to the last book. We've got this sepia scape of someone baking cookies, and I think that's really cute. But the back is different. Still not like the style that I prefer, but it's nice. There's definitely like a bronze theme throughout this, with the end papers with this bronze here. And then with the cover, like I think that's what ties all of these elements in together. Otherwise I was thinking this is a bit incohesive, but I see the vision. This edition also does have a specific bound in author letters specifically for Illumicrate readers. And the first thing that it says is, do you remember the story of Hansel and Gretel? I'm guessing that's what the inspiration is, and I get that from this scene. So interesting, something that I've just realised, but I'm not sure if this is just for the Illumicrate edition or if this is on the standard ones as well. On the back I thought this was like the description of the book. It's not. It seems like this is an extract from the book, and the description of the book is where it usually is in here. But that reads like an extract, so that's a really strange design choice. I like it. This is definitely Hansel and Gretel inspired. The main characters are called Greta and Hans. 20 years after the witch in the gingerbread house. Hans is deeply in debt from gambling. When is this set? The countryside lies in ruins, its people starving in the aftermath of a brutal war. Greta has a secret though. The witch's grimoire secreted away and whispering in Greta's ear for the past 2 decades, and the recipe inside that makes the best gingerbread you've ever tasted. As long as she can bake, Greta will keep her small family afloat. But in the village full of superstition, Greta and her mysterious, addictive gingerbread, not to mention the rumours about her childhood misadventures, are a source of gossip and suspicion. And now dark magic is returning to the woods, and Greta's magic she's still trying to understand, may be the only thing that can save her, if it doesn't kill her first. Now I do absolutely have a soft spot for fairy tales. Fairy tale retellings was pretty much exclusively what I read as a young adult, like in my teen years. Think of like the Cinder types, like that. When that was coming out, that was exclusively the type of book that I read. So fairy tale fantasy is my soft spot. So I am going to keep this, I am going to give this a go, but I don't know if I'm not excited to read this. The synopsis doesn't really fill me with excitement to read a book this long based on what it sounds like. But I still think this seems like a really good choice. I love the design. I love the items. Oh my goodness. The items. So both of these boxes absolutely knocked it out of the bag. 10 out of 10 boxes for me for both of them. I am so excited by my Illumicrate subscription right now. I'm really looking forward to see what they do in November. November's box always really does well. But I don't know how they can keep up this quality, because I think this quality, for the price of the box, I don't understand. Let me know which of these boxes you preferred. Did you get them? Did you not? Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you have done so, let me know what you are currently reading. I am currently reading The Book Eaters, and I will have a reading vlog for this. I'm loving this. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.